Well, ahead of the Mumbai-Delhi encounter in the IPL as the league phase approaches its conclusion, we're going to discuss whether Delhi Capital spinners have done the job that the franchise would have expected them to. They've gone with Akshar Patel and R. Ashwin going into the UAE leg, who've in total picked up 12 wickets between them this season. Now, Sanjay Manjrekar and Dale Steyn are with me on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout. This is the duo that they've invested in. Sanjay, they're keeping Amit Mishra out. Didn't have a bad first leg in India. Have they done enough, Akshar and Ashwin, as a spin threat?
Yes, because when you look at this particular game, and if you look at the guy they could possibly drop, or if you want any change, you wouldn't think of dropping Ashwin or Akshar Patel based on their performances. I think they've done enough to be in the playing 11 or have a strong claim to be in the playing 11. Also, the fact that Delhi is doing well as a franchise, winning games has made their job easier. They've been economical, and because the faster bowlers have also got wickets, people like Andre Nokia and others, the need for spinners to get wickets in the middle is not a desperate need. I was pushing for Mishra right at the start. But come the big night, against a strong team, you would want wickets in the middle, and that could possibly be Delhi Capital's a little kind of weakness in the big games.
Yeah. Do you sense that for this team, Dale, you've got to look at the entire bowling attack together? That you're going to put your faith in Nokia, Avish Khan, who's been sensational, and Rabada to be strike bowlers. So your spinners need to be the economical kind, even if they don't get you 2 or 3 wickets and turn games like wrist spinners tend to.
Yeah, it's difficult when you just throw in a bunch of wicket takers because often those guys can kind of do the same thing. They can kind of leak runs. Yes, they can take you wickets, but they can also leak runs. And we know how good Ashwin is. We know how good Akshar Patel is. They're just on the money. They really keep things simple and it allows Rishabh Pant to turn to his overseas quicks in Nokia and Rabada to strike for him when he wants to strike. And that's why we saw Rabada take as many wickets as he did last IPL. That's why we've seen Nokia take as many wickets as he has this IPL. Avish Khan, so he's moving well with them. The other thing about a team is that if you're a winning team, you never change your winning team. I know the Australians, when they did well, they never changed their test team for 5 test matches. They played the same test when they beat England in the Ashes. And the same guy that was part of those teams, Ricky Ponting, is part of the coaching staff at Delhi right now. So if you've got a winning combination, they're not going to change it. I know South Africa did it. We had Paul Harris, not the best spinner in the world, he will tell you himself, but he kept someone like an Imran Tahir out of the team for years because we were winning and we didn't feel like we needed to do anything different until we lost.
Fair enough. Just for this fixture, though, Mishra was man of the match against Mumbai Indians in the reverse fixture. We've seen their troubles against leg spin. Sanjay, would you be tempted to make that one change tactically for this game?
See, there's always room to play on Amit Mishra, and there's cricketing logic as well, the term that I somehow have to stop saying so much on shows. So there is always a place for him, and especially in place of Ravichandran Ashwin, who is getting the odd wicket too, but not the game changer with the ball in the middle, like some of the other spinners. I mean, Chahal has won some important games for RCB as a spinner in the middle, so that is something that they miss. But the bowling combination is such that they've still got enough, bowling potency. But there's always a case in this playing 11 to have a Mishra around.
Dale, Rohit Sharma's had his troubles with leg spin bowling. Surya Kumar Yadav missed a googly by that much in the last game. You tempted to bring Mishra for this one?
I mean, they could. Yeah, I mean, why not? I was also just looking at their lineup. I think missing somebody like Stoinis who could do a little bit of seam for them, then they could potentially drop one of the other Indians to play Mishra, and they could play all of the spinners, I suppose, if they wanted to, especially in Sharjah. But yeah, if guys have got a problem against leg spin in particular, and they're doing as well as they're doing in the league, that's the one change that they could. It wouldn't be a radical change.
Right. Thank you very much, Dale Steyn, Sanjay Manjrekar. Delhi Capitals look a pretty good team. Ashwin and Akshar Patel have done a job for them. There's always room for Amit Mishra if they choose to go that way against the Mumbai Indians. This was Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo for T20 Timeout.
We call it people technology.